So today I had a coffee chat with someone that I was trying to get a job from, and he was actually reviewing my YouTube because the job was for content creation in New York and like traveling all over the place. It sounded really cool, the job description. I was like, okay, I really want to apply for this because it's something that I know how to do pretty well, which is, tell stories and all that. But when he's like called me, like we had a little bit of a chat because he reviewed my YouTube. He asked me this question and it kind of stuck with me for a little bit. And it was why I don't make controversial content that would, gain a lot of views really fast, since I did tell him that making content is what I want to do in life. And when he asked me that, like why I don't make, more controversial videos that would definitely, gain traction and gain views, I was stumped for a bit. I was stumped because I didn't really know how to answer that question, since for the entirety of my YouTube channel, I've just been doing things that feel right to me. It's never been in the pursuit to gain a massive amount of views, or, I want to make this my living, but I want to do it in my way, the way that I feel that's right, in the way that I feel like I'm not trying to exploit anything or any topics. Of course, there are, a lot of certain things I could be doing right now with my content that would probably exponentially increase my chances of making this my full-time gig, or just making this a lot more livable, or actually get to these places I want to do and places I want to be. But I just don't think it would feel right if I did it in those ways. If I were like, making just content that was supposed to be controversial and supposed to be things that, made people upset or just made people disagree with. Because as much as I want to make content that people resonate with deeply, I mainly do this for myself. It's a little bit greedy, but at the end of the day, I started this because I want to do it. It's my dream. And I love what I do, and I love the way I'm doing it because it just feels so right to me. It feels genuine to me. It feels like I'm being authentic. And if I were to try to extend myself and, try to milk these topics that are controversial, it wouldn't feel like it's me anymore. And the guy also told me that my content is bland, which it's very true because a lot of these videos are very slice of life and just that's business card. It's slice of life, and it's not for everyone. I know that, but it's just I love the concept of vlogging, and I love how it's raw and unedited. It shows truly what I'm doing every day, how I'm feeling. And he asked me if I'm okay with making bland content, and I didn't really know the answer to that either during that whole coffee chat, just because if I felt like, oh shoot, at first I was like a bit offended. I was like, oh, is my content really that bland? But then I thought about it more. I was like, yeah, it is bland, but there are people out there who do definitely enjoy that type of content. It's more calming, I think, more, relaxing, more comforting is the better word than bland. And I was just left like, huh, should I be making my content differently? So it left me thinking more and more if I'm doing YouTube the right way, if I'm making my content the right way, which I shouldn't have been thinking at all. However, also I want to make a disclaimer. If you are the guy that I talk to, and you might be watching, you may or may not, but I'm not trying to take any dig at you in this video. I'm not at all, but I just want to take about how I'm feeling. Maybe this is like a better answer than the one I gave you, but this is how I'm feeling right now. And that's part of the beauty of, vlogging too, is like, if I'm uploading every single day and I'm talking about controversial things or I'm not, it's about how I'm feeling during that certain moment, during that certain day, which there's some beauty in that because that's how I felt during that day in that moment. And with more controversial topics, it would take me, a lot more time to like form my thoughts, a lot more energy and a lot more thinking with it, which would feel still genuine, but it would feel like I'm just being, more cautious with what I'm saying. But I think that's the whole thing with not trying to make controversial content, because it's not what I want to do. It doesn't feel right to me. And that's one of the things about this whole job, like searching process, is I've been talking to so many different people, and they've all had so many different perspectives and so many different thoughts when it comes to making content, how to like, you know, make your career, what you should be doing in your future, what I should be focusing on. There's all these different types of stuff that I've never gotten insight before on. And now that I'm getting it, I feel a little bit more relieved, but also a little bit more stressed and existential because it makes you start to question if I'm doing all this stuff right, if I'm doing this whole YouTube thing right, if I'm doing my whole job searching thing right, if I'm actually supposed to be going into advertising, marketing, whatever. It's just making me question a lot of stuff, which I shouldn't be doing because I should be more confident with what I'm doing. But you know, all these different perspectives is just, you know, getting all mumble jumble and mixed up in my head and just making me overthink. I don't know if this is something that a lot of you guys also go through that are also searching for jobs, and I know this won't apply to a whole chunk of you guys since, you know, a lot of you guys are probably still in college or maybe about to go into college, so it maybe doesn't apply. But to those that, you know, are applying to jobs, let me know down in the comments below if you're also doing the same thing. But yeah, I don't know. It's just a lot to think about these days. Also, I'm gonna give a little bit explanation for my sporadic upload schedule. This is a whole like catch-up vlog, it seems like, but my upload schedule has been super sporadically just because I've been so focused on like searching for a job. It's just been taking up so much of my mind and so much of my energy and just so much of my mentality. It's just all I've been thinking about, and I don't really want to be thinking like talking about that in every single vlog. So that's why I don't upload sometimes, because either, you know, during those days I'm just literally spending the entire day searching for jobs and applying to jobs. And, you know, it's not your daily content. I'm like, you know, hanging out with friends, you know, hanging out with my girlfriend, which I still do, but it's just, you know, taking up a lot of my time and energy, and it's something I want to talk about all the time. So I'm hoping, you know, maybe tomorrow I'll be doing something different. I'm gonna try to. That's gonna be my goal for tomorrow. Try to do something differently that doesn't involve me talking in front of the camera for, you know, 10 or more minutes. But, you know, as much as I enjoy doing this, talking to you guys one-on-one, it gets redundant sometimes for me. So anyways, I will be seeing you guys tomorrow. That's all I wanted to say for today. So I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Even though my subscribers have been really bad, I do check the stats about how many returning viewers there are. There's a whole chunk of you guys returning back every single time. So thank you so much if you're one of those people, and I really appreciate it. So thank you. Please like and subscribe and share this video if, you know, it resonated with you in some way or spoke to you. All right, bye.